Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. So surprise, surprise, I never told y'all niggas I was coming to Dallas. I didn't know I was coming. I'm gonna give y'all September 28th. It's going up, it's going down in my city. I can't wait to be an ambassador and a trailblazer for the sport of boxing. I'm so excited. I can't talk. I can't breathe. No, forgive me for saying that. Rest in peace, Eric Gardner. You know what I mean? It's sad I can't even say that quote without even thinking, without even having that thought, right? You know what I mean? It's sad that I can't even drive by a police officer without having a sense of anxiety. You understand what I'm saying? I'll tell you guys a story. I have a neighbor who is a police officer, right? He's a Howard grad, military man, police officer, and we're always like comparing. He's a huge boxing fan, right? And we both, you know what I mean, we both have stuff in our so this shit don't get taken down. We both have stuff in our our security box, right? To protect our family, right? And we always having stories about stuff like that, and we always have police stories. But because he worked for the police station, the police officers and there's a sergeant on the corner house, there's always police officers literally parking, because you can't park on one side of the street. You only can park on my side of the street. Well, I'm always seeing police officers pulled over, talking to him because he's remodeling his home, so he's always outside, and police officers always stop and talk because they're patrolling the neighborhood. And he used to be a sergeant for the police department, and so I come out every so often and I always talk shit, right? And then he says, and always told I had a conversation one time. It was two black police officers, right? And I'm getting in my car. Getting in my Honda, right? And I want to make this very visual as I can. And I'm going to work out, going to go box or go lift weights at Planet Fitness, right? And I tell him, I says, man, when I see your car, I get so much anxiety. I have this trauma. I use the word trauma. There's so much trauma as a black man when you see a police car. When you see a police car, and it's pulled in front of your driver, even though I know you're not coming from me, I still have this organic trauma. And the police officer said, imagine me getting in the car to drive it. You know what I mean? I thought that was funny, but I love the fact that he honored the fact of the realities of our end. You understand what I'm saying? And so I don't know where that story came from, but moving forward. I'm in Dallas, Texas, man. And I didn't tell y'all because I didn't want the enemy to know I was coming. I didn't want Eddie Hearn to prepare for me, so I didn't tell y'all I was coming. Here's the backstory. I'm working out yesterday at Planet Fitness, right? Trying to stay in shape, my old ass trying to stay in shape, right? And I get a phone call. But prior to that, yesterday, which was Wednesday, I had to take, Dillian White had just popped dirty, right? Was that Tuesday or Wednesday? I don't know when we got the news, but I had already, it was Japanese night at Dodger Stadium, right? And that's an annual event, right? You guys know that my kids are a quarter Japanese, right? And so it's an annual event for us. They give us jerseys and shit. They put our name, because we always get like 50 tickets. They put our name on the big screen. You know what I mean? And so we do that every year. And so I couldn't be as involved as I could that day. But the next day, Thursday, I am livid all fucking morning. I'm listening to y'all videos. I'm falling asleep, waking up, listening to videos, listening to live, Egos Live. You know, I wake up listening to Trill Boxing Talk, Junior the Truth. The list goes on and on, the Boxing Voice. Shout out to all y'all, man. You guys are pioneers for the sport of boxing. I fucking thank y'all. I love y'all. I don't always agree with y'all motherfuckers, but I love the fact that we're front lining, right? And so I'm listening to Trill Boxing Talk. And the first time in my life, I swear to Jesus Christ, I had to cut Trill Boxing Talk off because I was too emotionally invested, and I was fucking furious that this nigga devalued Oscar Rivas' life for a fucking, I don't care who you are. You could be my auntie, you could be my uncle. I'm not going to devalue a life for the sake of a handful of dollars. All right? And so I had to cut it off. And I had to compose myself. I had just parked at Planet Fitness, right? And I work out with a friend of mine who subscribed to my channel. Actually, 3 or 4 people in the gym are subscribed to my channel, and they recognize me, and now we've developed a relationship, right? So we always talk boxing. When I walk in, we always talk boxing for 10 minutes, and I always tell the niggas like, nigga, we ain't gonna have this conversation because the nigga got to work out, because I got to be gloved up by 10:15 in the gym. Like, because the boxing gym is literally a half a mile from Planet Fitness, and I got to be gloved up by 10:15. It's just a ritual. It's just how I believe. I'm a creature of habit as it relates to that, right? And so about 10 o'clock, I'm going overboard now, right? About 10 o'clock in the gym, I get a phone call and was like, I forgot it was a fight in Dallas. I swear to God. I wasn't even thinking about it all week. I was more in tune with Tank Davis. You understand? He got the key to the city the day before, and I felt really good. Or that day. I felt really good. Shout out to Ellie for covering him. I felt real good about Tank Davis and what he was and what he has become today. Like, it was a real inspiring story. I used the term redemption song, right? It was a great redemption song, right? So I get a call, and it was like, you know, there's a fight in Dallas. You should come. And I'm boiling over. I never cover Eddie Hearn events. And the reason why I don't cover Eddie Hearn events, because they don't have a lot of black athletes. I love supporting black athletes. I love supporting PBC because they have the most black athletes. They have the most minority athletes. I fucking love Mikey Garcia. I fucking love covering Danny Garcia. You understand? The list goes on and on and on, right? And so I cover PBC for the most part. I love covering the black athletes. I want these motherfuckers to make all the money possible, right? And we've learned this week, right, between Dillian White testing positive and the 2 deaths, the 2 abrupt deaths that we've had in boxing, it's important that these brothers get their flowers. These sisters now, sisters as well, get their flowers and have the ability to smell them. I repeat, that they get their flowers and have all their senses to smell the flowers, hold the flowers, embrace the flowers, love the flowers, know that there are actual flowers. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that's incredibly important, right? So I forget where I'm at. Oh yeah, covering fighters. So let's back. So it's about 10 o'clock. I forgot where it was. So it's about 10 o'clock. And I said, I get a call. He says, there's a fight in Dallas. I said, cool, that's cool. And then it goes, ding, 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 ding. Eddie Hearn, Dallas. I don't have a credential. I've never applied for a credential for a DAZN event. But I can afford to go to Dallas. And I have so much boxing equity. Like, you guys only see the front side of this. After I do a video, I get 10 calls. I get 10 texts. I get 10 DMs. I get 10 emails from fans of boxing, promoters in boxing, businessmen in boxing, fighters. Every day. Every single day of my life, I'm going to get a call or text from someone in boxing. Whether they say, Fred, that was some bullshit. Fuck what you said about that video. Fuck you. You got your fucking nerve, right? Or they say, Fred, that was a dope ass video. Either way, I trust I'm going to stand on my square, regardless of everything that I say. For the most part, I believe. You understand? I'm not going to say I don't believe it, but sometimes I can be wrong, and then I get the information later, and I've been proven wrong, right? So I says, I can fucking go to Dallas and get Eddie. Oscar Rivas' life is worth $400. The culture is worth more than $400. Worth more than $400, right? The love I have for the sport, what I want to give back to the sport, what I want to leave in the sport, how I love and honor y'all. Y'all are the reason why I am here. Remember, I want to take my son to the Drew League Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, if you follow my stories on Instagram, I spend a lot of time at the Drew League in the summertime, and I want my son to be raised in the Drew League. The reason why, because you got to have landmarks in a child's life, right? I'm only going to be 41 for a year. I'm only going to be 42 for a year, right? I'm going to die at some point in my life, and I want that. I want to have a staple in my child's life, and I think the Drew League can be that, right? It's my culture, right? Basketball was my first love, so I take pride in taking my son to the Drew League. In a couple years, next year, I'll be able to take my son and daughter to the Drew League, right? And that's gonna be a beautiful thing. It's gonna make me feel special, and it's free. And I shake hands and hug people that look like me, and I get to watch some great basketball, right? And so I wanted to do that, but then I said, you know what? I got to do this for y'all. I got to do this for us. I got to do this for the sport of boxing. And I believe, no disrespect to any other media outlet, y'all do what y'all do. I hold myself in high regards, okay? I'm the only media member that walks the ground, that walks this earth, that can do what I do. All right? I stand for what I believe in. I'm not afraid of no fight. I didn't say I can beat up every fighter. I'm not afraid of no one on this planet am I afraid of. Yeah, a lot of people can fuck me up, beat me up, but all I'm going to do is dust myself off and go back to doing YouTube videos. That's all I'm going to do. I'm being real. I'm being as G with you as I can be. I can afford to pay my doctor bills. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, my health insurance is free. Dre is a doctor. My health insurance is fucking free. So anyways, I said, I'm getting on the fucking plane. 5 hours later, I'm on the fucking plane to Dallas, right? And all I have is a car. I don't have no hotel booked up. I don't have nothing. I don't tell nobody. I only tell 2 people I'm coming to Dallas, right? Because I didn't want to be officially naked while I'm here. Just in case there's a problem. It's just a black thing, right? You never want to go anywhere naked. Maybe it's just growing up poor, growing up around Bloods and Crips, essays. You know what I mean? You never want to go to a city naked. So you always make sure that nigga got you. You know what I mean? For real, what's understood don't have to be explained, right? So I'll call 2 people just in case, right? And they actually called me, Fred, you good? You good? I had 2 people calling back because they saw my stories. They knew I had landed. It's not that I want to see them, but just in case, I need y'all niggas to be 15 minutes away, 10 minutes away, just in case something pop off. I don't know. I'm the only one here. You know what I mean? And so with that being said, I'm in Dallas, Texas. Eddie Hearn pissed me off to the highest of festivities, man. Highest of festivities. What is that, Martin? Festivities. What is that? What is that? Festivities. Put that shit in the comment section. Pissed me off to the highest of festivities. What sitcom or movie was that shit? You know what I mean? So I think it's a Martin shit, right? Or something like that. Or was it in Living Color? I don't know. But anyways, tell me in the comment section. So I am here because I was so livid. And if I say something, I have to see if I can realize it. I said Wednesday, I got to get my ass to Dallas, right? Thursday, I had to make it happen. You know what I mean? I had to make sure that my children were squared off. Shout out to all the grandparents in the world, man. Y'all make the world go round, man. Without Lincoln's grandparents in their life, man, I wouldn't be able to cover not nearly as many fights. You know what I mean? Dre has a grueling work schedule, you understand, and she carries the trauma of kids with cancer, children being abducted, children that are HIV positive, and sometimes our schedules conflict, meaning that she has to work and I want to cover a boxing match, right? And the grandparents do a fabulous job at making sure that I'm able to work and provide and give back to the sport of boxing. And Dre is able to work and care for the kids, man, because she's a partner. Yeah, I don't want to say who she works for, but she's a partner, and she's a hospitalist, right? So she sees all the, man, the grueling stories, man. I'll do a video about that some other time. I don't want to get emotional. So shout out to all the grandmothers in the world, and shout out for y'all holding me down, accountable. I love you. I didn't want to let y'all know because I equate this to a guy named Muhammad. I equate this to a guy with the last name of Scheinberg, right? You never want the enemy to know that you're coming, right? And I didn't want to announce to the world. And that's why I never changed my name to Barack Muhammad. I thought about changing my name for real, right? And I know Frederick Hawthorne is the most blandest, and I'm a corny motherfucker too, I'll admit, but it's the most blandest name in the world, Frederick Hawthorne, right? Maybe I'm white, right? Maybe I'm black. If I'm applying for a loan, I can sound white than a motherfucker when the underwriter calls me when I want to buy a property. Oh, I sound white than a motherfucker, man. I can't even lie. I sound white than a motherfucker, dog, because I'm trying to get as low as I can. You know what I'm saying? I can't even fret. I play the game as best I can. And then when I got this show, oh, this nigga's black. That happened to me so many times. I swear to God. I'm gonna start sharing those stories in real life. But I've never changed my name because I never wanted them see me coming. And I know what I stand for, right? And I know the energy that I exude, right? And so I've wanted to change my name to a Barack, to a Muhammad, to a Cassius, to an Alcindor, like, you know what I mean? And I've never changed it because I never wanted Eddie Hearn, guys like him, to see me coming. You know what I mean? So, and however you feel about whether you change your name, I fucking love you. I respect you. Muhammad Ali changed his name. Lou Alcindor changed his name. I humbly respect. So however you feel about this situation, you're absolutely 100% correct, right? But I am in Dallas, Texas, because I love the sport of boxing, right? And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I've had so many people say, I can't believe you did this. You're amazing. Where do I send money? I'm not lying. I have so many people today that said, I want to help you pay for the show. I can't believe you did this. You're fucking amazing. Two things. Feel free to donate. I'm not saying you donate to me, right? Cash App. I don't go live much. Feel free. But here's the bigger picture. Frederick Hawthorne does okay financially, right? Here's what I want you to do. That little kid you see walking down the street every day, buy him a bag of potato chips and talk to him. All right? All right? That little girl walking down the street, buy her a bag of potato chips and talk to her. Right? Go spend $25. That neighborhood kid, you know, a little rough on it. I was rough. I only got a haircut once every 2 months when I was a kid. So I could have used you talking to me, paying for my haircut. I had a basketball in one hand and a backpack with some extra shorts in it. It didn't have books in it. Because I kept my books at school, man. I ain't gonna even lie. You know what I mean? And some paper book cover, because I couldn't afford a book cover, right? And a paper bag news book cover, right? So take the time, use that $15 to go pay for a kid's haircut and talk to him, inspire him. Teach him how to tie a tie. You know what I mean? Teach him how to walk on the outside of a woman. Teach him how to open up the door for a woman. You understand? Teach him the etiquettes of sitting at dinner. You understand? Little things like that. They go a long fucking way. Because 50% of our kids will grow up without two parents. All right? I'll say this again. 50% of us, I don't care if you're white, black, Mexican. I'm talking about the totality of America. Over 50% of the children in America will grow up without two parents, right? I'm not going to sit here and say fatherless childs or motherless childs, without two parents, right? And especially with the LGBTG, whatever that shit is, right? Y'all too, okay? All right. All right, whatever. The total shit of America. Over 50% of us, right? And we got to be pioneers, ambassadors, and we got to give back to us, right? And I'm standing on my platform. You don't have to donate to me, all right? Use that money in your community. It goes a long way. It goes so far that you don't fucking understand, right? So do that. I say thank you. But yeah, if you're in Dallas, give back to your community. If you in fucking Pittsburgh, give back to your community. Indianapolis, LA, New York, give back to your community, man. All right. I am okay. All right. I had people say, Fred, where you staying? You could come stay in my house. Fred, you need a car. I swear, I'm gonna start posting this shit on my Instagram, the comments that I get, because out of gratitude, not because, oh, Fred is all high. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I know I come off kind of wild and brash and overconfident. I am all of that. But more importantly, I believe in humanity. I believe in giving back. I believe that we are a community, right? I believe in us, all right? And I think it's just incredibly important that we believe in us, that we believe that we are a community. And I am here because we are a community, all right? Yeah, stand up and give me my flowers. Stand up and give me a round of applause. Who doesn't want to be recognized? Who doesn't? I want all of that. And in addition to that, I need you to be an asset to your community. I need you to be an asset to that fatherless or motherless child. I need you to do that. All right? Period. End of discussion. All right? So, I'm done. Barbershop. It's 3:49 here in LA. I'm not in LA. In Dallas. I got to get up. I'm already up. Shit. I should have brought my running shoes. It's 34 degrees Celsius right now. I wish I would have brought some shoes to run in. But anyways, man, barbershop conversation, man. You guys have a splendid day. That's why I am in Dallas, Texas, for us. And I know I am the only person to do this. And I have one request, that y'all give back to your community. All right? I'm going, and I'm telling you this. I said this before. I'm going in somebody's Hall of Fame. And it's not for me. It's for my son. It's for my grandchild. I want my name to live forever. All right? Who doesn't want their name to live forever? Right? That's what we want. We want to leave a legacy. Financially, we want to leave a legacy. And visibly, we want to leave a legacy. And I know financially is a synonym for leaving a visible legacy. But at the end of the day, man, let's give back to our community. Let's give back to our subcultures that we're a part of, whether it's the boxing community, whether it's the 100 Black Men community, whether it's the NAACP, whether it's whether you pledge to a black sorority or fraternity. And I'm using black examples on purpose, okay? We don't get enough credit in this society. I fucking love y'all. All my black men, I fucking love y'all to death. All right, like for real, like for real. I love y'all to death, and we are pillars in this society. We're not gonna get all the credit. That's why I said we got to use our social medias. We got to use our platform to really demonstrate and show the world how great we are. Barbershop Conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.